has finally revealed all the stats for the top 10 cards of every single position that is obviously on offense and defense. But in today's video, we'll be ranking the top 10 offensive cards going into Madden 22. This will obviously include a lot of the core elites. This will include the headliners promo. This is not going to include the 87s you'll get in your pre-order or even a card that you would have to choose. I want to do this like off the auction so you can go in and get this card. Say if you got the standard edition, or say I don't even know if you're choosing Cooper Kupp and you can't go get Barry Sanders as well, so you can only possibly have one of them. So I'm not going to include those cards on here. Only core elites in the first promo. But anyways, let's officially get into that number 10. If you want to get Madden coins without a risk of a ban, go to my new website, chuflaka.com, to buy Madden packs and gift cards for the same prices in the Madden store to directly support the channel. At number 10, we actually do have Gabriel Davis, and this is a card that I actually didn't really expect to be that good when I first saw the card, but when I go back and look at him, he does have a very good ability and X Factor built in. Double me X Factor, we all know is good. I don't know how it's going to be as good in this game, but he also has the outside wide receiver apprentice. So if you guys like to use Howard Master and you like using that Howard Master on the outside receiver, obviously this is going to be a very, very special card for you. You don't get Howard Master in Madden Ultimate Team for like the first month or two, maybe even longer this year, because we saw in the beta Tom Brady, I think, was a 90 overall and he didn't even have Howard Master. I think until it was like, I think it said a 92 overall. But Gabriel Davis, I think this card, obviously not the most top end speed. Our highest speed receiver is going to be 87 and he has 85, which isn't awful. He has solid stats all around. The biggest thing is that ability, and also if you can utilize that to your playing, I think Gabriel Davis can be a big card for you and your team, especially early on in the season. On my number 9 spot, we do have Jamar Chase, and Jamar Chase, although you are losing 2 inches in height, Gabriel Davis is 6'2", Jamar Chase is 6 foot. You are gaining +1 speed, and I really do like speed a lot in this game. For any of you guys who do not know, there is an 82 overall on defense. That's a corner. I can't remember his name right now. I think it's Fairley. I can't remember his first name. You guys know what I'm talking about, though. He's an 82 overall. He's going to be anywhere from like 20K, so he's going to be very, very cheap. He has 87 speed, so I do think speed is going to be very, very, very important early on, especially with L'Jarius Sneed also having 88 speed. So Jamar Chase combating that little bit of speed, but you are losing a little bit of height. I will take Jamar here. 80, all 80 plus in every single stat that matters. His deep route running at 86 is amazing as well for us. I do like Jamar Chase a lot. I'm actually surprised they made him this high overall. You guys know he is an 86 in regs. The ratings from regs to MUT really don't transfer over at all, but Jamar is actually a very, very good card. One of the best core elite wide receivers we've seen showcase. At number 8, we do have Aaron Rodgers, and this one is kind of a spectacle. We don't know. He could be awful like he was earlier or last year with the same overall card. If you guys do not know, Improviser normally doesn't get a throwing ability until I think it's above 90. I'm not 100% sure on that, but I remember last year a lot of people, although Rodgers does have the best throwing animation in the game, if he gets any sort of throwing ability like pass lead elite, set feet elite, anything, Rodgers could easily be the best quarterback in the game day one. But obviously it's a spectacle. Like I said, we don't know if they're going to change anything. The beta was really different when it came to abilities, what players got. But anyways, when you look at him, he does have amazing stats. Obviously no speed with him. The biggest thing is his release. He has the best release in Madden. He's had it for now forever. Everybody used to call it the Rodgers release until they started giving it to everybody last year. Now everybody just knows it is Slinger 1, but I'm excited though. I'm excited. I think he might have a chance of getting an ability, and if so, I think he could be even the top 4 cards in the game. Number 7, we have Chris Olave, and you're probably wondering why this screenshot looks so weird. I think Chris Olave was one of the guys that had like his card. If you guys watched the stream they did when they revealed these cards, they were like holding the card, so the screenshot's a little weird. Obviously, you can see 86 speed on him though, which is very good, up there with Jamar Chase. The thing I like about this card is, well, against Jamar Chase, I think you'll be seeing this card on a lot more fields because of rookie premieres. Jamar probably will be upwards of 100K. This card is going to be free for a lot of people. Oh, obviously he's going to be on the block, right? But this card is a guy that a lot of people are going to take with their NCAT rookie premieres. I think you'll see him out there a lot more. I don't like that he comes down with the deep route running a little bit from Jamar, but when it comes to like a card, I don't know, like they're almost like the exact same card for me now that I'm looking back at it. Yeah, I don't know. Basically the same exact card, so I guess you could swap them in and out. Number 6, we do have Tyquan Thornton, and another really broken screenshot right here. You guys could see he was like holding his card up at, he went to like the EA studios, I think, and then they were like revealing their cards to the actual rookies. He was holding the card. You could literally see his finger pointing at it, but he does have 86 speed like Olave and Jamar. The reason why I have him above the two, he is 6'3". He's marked as 6'3". I think Madden had him as 6'2" in Madden 22. Maybe they update it, but even if they keep him at 6'2", he's still going to be better than the other guys. He has +2 height. He has the same exact speed. Obviously, all 80 plus. His catching stats are amazing, actually. 88, 84, and 85. He has really good short route running, too. I'm excited for Tyquan Thornton. I think this card's going to be one of the most meta cards you'll see early on, especially at wide receiver. Another card where I said like Olave, you're going to see a lot of them on the field because of the rookie premieres. I think for me personally, I think this is one of the cards I'm going to take on my team as well. So I'm excited for him. He's definitely going to be on the day one squad. This is a top 10 offensive card without a doubt in the game. At number 5, we do have Derrick Henry, the number 1 rated running back in the game. Well, that's a Corley, of course. 84 speed. You might be thinking, oh, that's awful. We all know that's kind of, it's not high at all. It's really not high at all. When you compare to a lot of running backs, it's actually not that bad in the game when you compare to like the other core elite running backs. He has 83 excel, 80 agility, which is not as bad as they usually do for power backs in the game, but he does have some of the high, if I'm not mistaken, I do think that is tied for the highest carrying in the game with Jonathan Taylor, but 88 carrying is amazing early on. He has solid trucking and break. Oh, that's actually considered amazing early on. I don't know why I'm kind of like stuck in my Madden 22 like ranking system here, but 88 trucking, 87 break tackle is amazing starting off. Obviously not much of a catcher. He probably will be dropping balls even wide open. You guys know that normally how it happens with 56 catching, but the change direction you probably shouldn't have to worry about. There was still air trucking in the beta. If you guys do not know what air trucking is, go spam the trucking move while you're not near anybody, while you're in the open field. You get a speed boost. Derrick Henry's had it forever. You have to be above 246 pounds. I think he's marked as 247 in Madden. He's been that weight for like 3 years now. Derrick Henry, always a day one beast. He's literally a bailout. Just truck forward. You're going to get 3 yards minimum for the most part. I'm excited. I kind of want him on my field, although there's a very good running back later in this list. At number 4, we do have Tyreek, and Tyreek is the fastest wide receiver in the game, and Tyreek actually received a buff this year in the game. He does have Playmaker, which is the brand new route runner. As we know, they took route runner archetype out. All there is now in the game is deep threat, Playmaker, and obviously the still physical, which Tyquan Thornton had earlier. Playmaker for Tyreek is a big deal. I don't think he'll get route tech this early on, but later in the year when he usually gets a mid-year card, kind of like 93-ish to like 95 card, where he's always like top tier speed as well. So Tyreek later in the year is going to be amazing. Right now, obviously, normally Tyreek's like by far the fastest, right? He's only 1 speed faster than a lot of these guys. And for example, Tyquan Thornton is 6'2", 6'3". Tyreek is what, 5'10", I think, what is he, 5'9", 5'10"? It's a big height difference for only 1 speed. But then again, when you look at his stats, Tyreek's route running is amazing, all 85 plus, and you have an 88 there. He has solid catching stats. Tyreek's he's always a day one beast. This is probably one of the least like overpowered Tyreek cards I think I've ever seen though. Number 3, we have the best running back in the game on day one launch, Joe Mixon, 89 overall. So he's also the highest overall card we've seen yet. He does have backfield mismatch and first one free as his X factor right there. If you guys do not know what backfield mismatch is, it's basically like kind of like a baby route tech out the backfield. So on like Texas routes, on out routes, in routes, whatever you're coming out the backfield with, he's going to get better route running against man coverage or linebackers, whoever's going to be back there for you, even sub linebackers. He also will get better catching out of that, so you'll see 69 catching. It basically is going to feel like probably an 80 with that ability. That ability has always been great. One of my favorite abilities in Madden 22 as well all year. But when you look at him across the board, he has 86 speed, which is top end for running back. I think that's tied for the highest in the game. Or actually, it actually might be highest. I think Barry Sanders has 86 or 85 as well. But like I said, I'm not including that card in here. He has 88 excel, 86 agility, really good carrying. So actually the highest carrying in the game, really good all-around change direction, trucking, and break tackle stats. He's definitely RB1 in the game. I feel like I would have rated him a little bit higher if running backs were like super valuable. But as you guys know, Running backs are like kind of like a dime a dozen. They're always getting updated. You could really put anyone back there and it wouldn't affect you too much, but this card is just so good he had to be in the top 3. Number 2, this is probably the card that I'm the most excited for this year in Donald Parham. This might be a card that we look back on and be like, oh, this is one of the best cards of the year. So I was so tempted to put him at number 1, but the card right above him I think is just so valuable. But Donald Parham, they gave him double me X Factor, which obviously X Factors are like whatever, right? We were saying that earlier. He has deep out elite, which was the best ability or one of the best abilities in Madden 22. We don't know if it's going to be one of the best. I'm still going to think it's going to be very, very good this year, no matter what. But when you look at it, he's also the fastest tight in the game. He's faster than Kyle Pitts. He's faster than George Kittle. He's faster than Kelsey, Mark Andrews. All these guys in the game. He's a beast. He's an absolute beast. He's also, I forgot to say this. Why didn't I say this? He is 6'8". That's all you got to know. Fastest tight end in the game and 6'8". You could take deep out elite off of him and he would still be a top 3 card in this game. It is actually insane how good they made him. I'm excited, man. This is going to be an insane card. The card I have at the number 1 spot in offense is going to be Josh Allen. And this card, they knew what they were doing. They changed Justin Herbert and Stafford over to field generals from strong arm. If you guys do not know, in early years of Madden, strong arm is one of the only archetypes that do get the set feet lead for very, very low overall. I think Matt Stafford last year had an 80 overall. Josh Allen had an 84. I think field generals will get it at like 87 overall, if I'm not mistaken. And we do not have a single 87 overall, and there's no power up. It might be 86, so Herbert still might be able to get it, and I think somebody else might be able to get it as well. But Josh Allen also has had one of the best releases in the game. I know there was rumors that they are changing his release. I'm not 100% sure on that. It hasn't been completely confirmed yet, so I'm not 100% sure. It should still be very good. He has really good throw power, the best throw power in the game, really good throw on the run. His accuracies are all amazing. I'm excited though. Josh Allen, he's going to be at probably 250 to 300K, but these top 3 cards, the quarterback, the running back, and the tight end I showed you, they're all must-haves. They're all amazing. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. The top 10 offensive cards in the game. Who got snubbed? Who's too high? Who's too low? Let me know in the comments. I love doing the top 10s. Love hearing your guys' opinion on the game as well. And I hope to see you guys in the next video. I'm super excited for when we get to do gameplays on all these cards. I'm definitely going to do a Joe Mixon. I think a Parham. Josh Allen, hopefully I can get on day 1 because that card's going to be expensive. But the gameplays must go on. Hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll see you guys next one. Peace out, boys.